I know I've said this repeatedly, but this next section is the worst one in the game. It's actually based off something that happened in Metal Gear 2, which is why I don't understand why they'd use it. I mean, it was a bad idea in 2D. Did they really think that 3D would help it any? I guess they must have, but... yes, this isn't a good section. Before we go on, since we don't have radar, why don't we throw a chaff grenade in, just in case there are any cameras waiting in there to ambush us. We don't want to get ambushed like that. Oh, god damn it, there was one right there, and it wasn't affected by chaff grenade, and now there are guys chasing us. And there's nowhere to hide. This is just one long chase section. So, remember when I said that stun grenades are useful for one section? This is that section. You'll also want the bulletproof armor, because that will definitely help you with damage. Stun grenades will knock out everyone in the room, and this is a fairly large room, so, yeah, you get a lot of people with it. Unfortunately, they don't last long, and there are people upstairs as well, so, be careful when ascending, because it's hard to see those guys coming, and they can shoot you or punch you in the face. Neither of which are really good. You're going to want to throw the stun grenade after you've, well, pretty much as the effects of the previous stun grenade are running out. In fact, I might even be using these a little late in all honesty. Oh, perfect, though. There's a door right here. Oh, let's get out of here. Oh, why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like that?
Snake, that's the door to the walkway.
It won't open, even if I use the card.
Huh? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
You forgot something vital.
That door sometimes gets frozen shut because it's so cold outside.
Oh, come on!
Next time, tell me beforehand. So what should I do?
It's impossible to open from the inside.
This is the
They always
worst
use
possible
C4 or
circumstance
something
for
from
a
the
door
outside.
to experience this.
You can't open it from the inside?
Ice came into existence
Sorry, it's
just to
impossible.
inconvenience
But
me
don't worry,
right here for
we'll
this
get through.
one
There are
moment,
2
didn't it?
walkways
That's
that
the
connect
only
tower
reason
A to
ice
tower B.
exists.
The other one's on the roof. You should just use the walkway on the roof.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so that's a bit of a red herring at the moment, so we can't go through that door, so, we gotta get to the top of the tower. And that man just punched me in the face. See, what did I tell you? Those guys are hard to see coming. You really need to throw these stun grenades a lot sooner, otherwise, yeah, stuff like that's gonna happen. So, this is a pretty big tower we're gonna be climbing for a while, which is why this is terrible. I mean, even if you do well in this section, it's not a fun section. It's repetitive and boring, because it's just stairs constantly. It's not like chase sections are the worst ideas. I mean, yeah, this is a stealth game, but it's okay for there to be action scenes in a Metal Gear Solid game. I mean, they happen all the time, and generally they're highlights of the game. I mean, I'm sure most people know the bosses. They're generally pretty good in these games. Again, highlight, people generally remember those. So there's nothing wrong with the action scene, it's just, this one's bad. Really bad. It's running upstairs. There's nothing interesting about this. It's just a really tall tower with some guys up there that you can barely see coming. You can try shooting them, but it's really difficult to do when you're climbing the stairs and therefore at a bit of an angle. And yeah, again, throw them sooner rather than later, otherwise you have to do stuff like that. Thankfully we're at the top now, so just gotta throw my last few just in case, because they're still chasing us, of course, but I don't think they're gonna bother shooting us from there, even though they have a decent shot. But who cares, because if I stop running into things, then we are fallen rations, so we're out of here. Thank goodness. And that's the worst section in the game done. That might not have seemed too bad, but keep in mind that was still 4 minutes of just climbing stairs. And also keep in mind, I had the bulletproof vest on, meaning I soaked up a lot of damage, so didn't lose as much health as I could have. Yep, that's communications tower, alright. Alright, well, that seems easy enough. Thankfully, no guards are chasing us anymore, so we're in the clear at this point. Shoot, where's the walkway? It's over here, silly me. What the hell? This is not a good day. This is not a good day at all. You may think this is a victory, but now you've got no way to receive any TV. Checkmate, terrorists.
Damn.
Snake! I'm afraid I can't let you get past here.
Liquid.
You're not going any farther. Die!
I'm going to ram you with my helicopter! Yep, this doesn't seem good at all. Possible solutions, possible solutions.
It's a long way down. If I had a rope,
What you do?
I should be able to use that.
If only I had a rope. Like this one!
To take on a hind with your bare hands?
Wait, I hadn't thought of that. I can totally do that.
If I stay here,
You can do fisticuffs with a hind snake. Come on, try it. Or maybe not. Okay, let's just do the baby method and jump down the tower with rope. God, Snake, why are you being such a baby about this? Just punch the helicopter, man. So, yeah. I hope you picked up that rope, otherwise this isn't gonna be fun in the slightest. Because then you have to go all the way back down those stairs. Doesn't that just sound delightful? What is it, Colonel?
Here's how to repel.
I know you're doing that right now, Snake.
To jump away from the wall. While you're away from the wall, press down on the directional button to drop down. If you jump while pressing right or left on the directional button, you can make a big jump in that direction. If you press and hold the circle button while using the directional button, you can walk slowly across the wall. If you're careful with the timing, you should be able to dodge the gunfire from the Hind while you rappel down. If anyone can do it, you can, Snake.
And there's not much else to it from that. I'm not really good at this section because you have to dodge bullets and steam, and it's kind of difficult. I mean, I guess this isn't the worst controlling segment, but at the same time, I have a little trouble with it. Then again, maybe it's because I'm not taking this slowly. I mean, he did say he could press the circle button to do a thing that would be slow, but I just saw the word slow, and therefore, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be cautious or slowly pass obstacles. No, I'm just going to throw my face into it. No problem. Steam, I don't give a fuck. Snake doesn't even feel burned, steam or otherwise. And see, we're down. Snake is horribly scarred from those steam burns. He's going to be feeling that for a while. Of course, he won't even remember it is a steam burn. He'll just wonder why his face is hurting. So yeah, we've escaped liquid for the time being, and while we're here, Door, I'm going to have to blow you up for your lack of cooperation. I hope you don't mind. Actually, I kind of do hope you mind. So yes, you can open the door if you want. I have no need to go into that tower though, but if you need to backtrack, there you go. Now you might want to be careful here. Ooh, whoops, don't want to face that direction. Because there are actually guys over there. In fact, let's take out these binoculars or scope or whatever. So, yeah, these guys, you might notice they look a bit different from the other genome soldiers. If you attempt to walk down the path, they will shoot at you, and their bullets will actually push you back, so don't try to go near them. And you can shoot them with a sniper rifle. If I could aim right, Snake, stop shaking. However, this does alert them, and sometimes they will attempt to shoot you, I think. They don't really do it that much, they sort of just stand there. But honestly, this is a very slow method. It would be much easier to use Nikita missiles. Because as you can see, they don't really bother reacting to this at all. You just sort of calmly run into them. And it does splash damage, so you can hit more than one at once. Of course, it does take a little while longer than the sniper rifle because, you know, you just have to aim the sniper rifle, and while that's annoying, the missile does have to travel. Though if you go in a straight line for the entire thing, then it will speed up, of course. They also do try to get out of the way sometimes, but they didn't do a very good job of keeping that up, and somehow they managed to hit me. I knew they could shoot at you, they just rarely do that. Of course, I'm pretty sure you can just stand to the side and you'll be safe? Okay, that was their last-ditch effort, I guess, because the song's gone and they seem to be quite dead. Okay then, well, yeah, that's it. Huh. Well then, that was anticlimactic. Let's move on. As long as they're not hiding or anything. I don't know, I don't think they could really hide all that well. I mean, really, what are they gonna do? Hide over the railing? That'd be dumb and suicidal. See, oh god damn it, it's liquid. Just need to grab this, don't mind me, whistle, 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 I'm just gonna keep moving. Ah, of course. It figures. But we actually do pick up something important here. We picked up the stinger. So yes, this is actually going to be the weapon we need to take down Liquid's Hind. But, of course, he's probably left by now because we can't just fight him on the bridge. So let's just explore this building. This is actually the other building in the communications tower, and wait a minute, if that's the case, then why don't we just go downstairs then? Yeah, now that I think about it, we don't need to deal with Liquid at all. We can just go downstairs. Oh, and there's even an elevator, though. Yeah, looks like that's blocked off, so elevator time. I said elevator time. Need to press that button again, Snake. Sometimes it takes a while. Oh, it didn't immediately arrive. Okay, well, that doesn't seem to be working. Otacon, you know about this sort of thing, right?
Snake, I'm heading your way.
What are you talking about?
There's something I've got to ask you.
Well, what is it?
Well, you see, I'll ask you when I see you. Bye.
Wait a minute.
More importantly, elevators. Come on, Snake, you should have asked about that. Oh well, anyway, I suppose we should go downstairs then. I mean, if the elevator's broken, then why not take the stairs, right? I mean, yeah, we had to go up that huge flight of stairs in the other tower, but you know what, this should be easy enough, right? There's no one shooting at us this time around, so just walk down. And of course, it's not like it's going to be that many stairs, because we did come down about halfway up the tower, right? I mean, the doors wasn't too high up. Now, if we had to come down from the very top of the tower, whoo boy, that would be a walk. Thankfully, we don't... Oh, god damn it. You could just jump down there, Snake. I mean, it's not that huge a jump. You just rappelled off the side of a building. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But yes, unfortunately, that tiny little break in the stairs is enough to stop Snake, so... back to the top, I guess. We'll see if that elevator's going to cooperate this time. Oh, who else could it be? Our good old wimpy Otacon.
Don't shoot! It's me, don't shoot!
Ha! I don't know, Mr. Don't Shoot.
Otacon, how'd you get here?
Well, it wasn't as dramatic as your entrance, believe me. I'm afraid of heights.
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching.
I was watching real
I
good.
was riding in the back of their truck. Thanks to the stealth camouflage.
You could have just used a box, you know.
The elevator, of course.
The first floor of the circular staircase was destroyed.
That's why I took the elevator.
The elevator was working?
Yeah, that's right. You're incredible. Like a movie hero or something.
No, you're wrong. In the movies, the hero always saves the girl.
I've done a slightly better job of that than alternate dimension me, but still.
Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got to ask you.
Other best line coming
It's
up.
why I followed you up this far. Have you ever loved someone?
That's
Are
what came
you
to ask?
hitting on me?
I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you, do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
There we go.
I do.
Well, that's good because all my Japanese animes, that always
Fall in
happens.
love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
Which you can't
I think so
do.
too.
I know you haven't tried, but don't, because you'll definitely fail.
It'll be easy.
I told you before I don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't want you to either.
You're a delicate flower,
The
Otacon.
elevator is stopped down there. I want you to get it to move.
Pull it up by your bare hands if you have to.
That's weird.
It was working before, but now it isn't.
Maybe the panel's broken.
Can you fix it?
It was working before. If it's the mechanism, leave it to me.
I've got to go and swat a noisy fly.
By which I mean blow up a helicopter.
I'll stay here and hold the fort. Good luck.
You really look like hell. Are
He
you
does?
Don't worry. If I do this, it doesn't matter. I just pretend like I'm not here, and then I'm not scared.
Wow, that is really sad.
okay? I'm counting on you.
Where are you going? The elevator's right here. Oh, never mind. Anyway, yeah, now that we've done that, the boxes here just stack themselves up. Yeah, now we have to climb up the stairs again. And guess what? Security cameras. And guess what else? Remember when I said I probably shouldn't have used that chaff grenade way back before this segment? Yeah, that's because this is basically the worst part. We may not be chased by soldiers right now, but there are a lot of security cameras. And I might have used that a bit too early. Oh, no, I just barely made it. Because, yeah, there are 2 there, and then there are going to be 3, and then there are going to be 4. Sounds like fun, right? And, of course, they're almost impossible to dodge because, well, yeah, they're right there. You can't dodge them, and they don't really have a blind spot. So, yeah, this is kind of the worst thing, especially if you've used a few too many of your, chaff grenades like I have. I really shouldn't have demonstrated that the camera will catch you no matter what in that first segment. Because, yeah, I mean, I did want to demonstrate that because it's kind of important because it's kind of bullshit because even if you use the chaff grenade, the camera's just still there and functioning even though it shouldn't be. Thankfully, I think we're almost at the top at this point. Yep, we're there. Thankfully, we do have a few more chaff grenades. Only 3, though, so, yeah, that's not going to help that much since there are 4 sets of cameras down there. But let's not worry about that for now. I'll grumble about it later. Oh, boy.
So, the snakes finally come out of this tomb. Are you ready now, my brother?
Why are you calling me brother?
It's creepy and weird.
I'm you. I'm your shadow.
Your true self. See, brother, I told you I played a lot of JRPGs. Now tell me that I'm not you or something. I think that's how that's supposed to go. So yes, it's the battle of the Hind D. Master, help! That's actually more helpful than he normally is, but, Campbell, help! Master's not available at all at the moment.
To bring this to an end now. He obviously planned this.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
the broken elevator was all part of the trap.
Mean he fiddled with the elevator to get me out on the roof?
I fiddled with it personally, Snake. I just punched it. I don't actually know how to work the mechanisms normally, but punching it was effective enough.
You can always check his position by radar.
Alright, got anything, Nastasha?
Your best chance is to hit him while he is circling. When his nose isn't pointed at you, that is your opening. Shove a Stinger missile up his butt.
Don't say that, because Snake will probably actually do that.
Snake, are you okay?
So far, how are you doing?
Come on, Otacon, tell me about your day. How's it been going,
Strange.
huh?
There's no problem with the motor, and the power is on. I need a little more time.
Well, don't worry, I'm in the middle of a boss battle anyway. So yeah, Nastasha's probably got the best advice. Shoot him when he is not shooting you. This is a fairly simple battle. You know Half-Life 2? When you had to fight those gunships by aiming the missiles? This is a bit simpler than that. Just aim, and the Stinger missile will do most of the work for you. Just make sure the target's over him and beeping loudly. And honestly, there's not much else to it than that. I mean, he tries firing at you, but just try not to do too much at once, you know, don't go overboard firing missiles at him. This one little gigantic whatever these are, basically the only cover you need, really. Just stand in front of him, and wherever Liquid's firing at you from, you can dodge him. He does kind of hide from time to time, like right now, and sometimes he does move slowly, and ooh, yeah, he came out firing. That was actually a pretty smart move on his behalf. I will admit it, I've been outsmarted by Liquid. That's actually probably one of the best parts of the fight, just Liquid's random pain noises. They're all hilarious. Otherwise, though, this is kind of a really slow boss battle. Especially because once you start doing damage to him, he actually tries to avoid you a bit more. He can move fast, but for the time being, at least, he's always staying in our field of vision, right? Always staying where we can hit him, mostly, except when he does that. I love his pain noises. Urgh! I think I've almost got him to the point where he's going to start going below where we can actually hit him. And honestly, that's pretty much when this battle gets even worse, because once he goes below the building, you can't hit him and he can't hit you, so it's just like about half a minute more or less of just standing around trying to follow him where he's going. I mean, on hard mode this can actually be kind of difficult because, of course, you don't have the radar, so it's harder to keep track of him. So he can kind of come out of nowhere and ambush you, which, yeah, that can be a bit of a pain, but otherwise, this is a really simple boss, and honestly, the only times I really get hit is when I'm, you know, just trying to get too many shots in and he ends up shooting me. Ah, but this is a bit of a different attack. He will fire a missile, and in order to avoid it, simply go behind this cover right here, and this won't do a thing to you. It will, however, clear out the rubble over there, which I believe allows you to get a few extra Stinger missiles. But yeah, this is pretty much the point where he will frequently go below where you can hit him. And yeah, this is where the battle gets annoying. It's kind of disappointing, really. I mean, Liquid is the leader of the terrorists, and this is, you know, supposed to be our showdown. It's us versus that Hind that's apparently been a huge threat. I mean, they've certainly talked it up. I mean, oh, he shot down 2 F-16s with a Hind, and he's doing fuck all for a single human on a building. That's lovely. Lovely job you're doing there, Liquid. You sure are living up to your reputation. Plus, you know, it's not that huge a deal either. I mean, yeah, Snake's fighting a huge helicopter on his own, which to any other soldier would normally be a big thing. I mean, that's a pretty big accomplishment when you're not Solid Snake, and when you are, I mean, even if you're Solid Snake, it's not supposed to be the easiest thing in the world anyway, or at least they imply it. But the thing is, we already took down a tank in this game, and that was also pretty big, and of course, Snake actually has fought 2 Hinds in the past. There was actually a Hind fight in both Metal Gear games for the MSX. in Metal Gear 1 it was basically just stationary and shot at you, so it wasn't really that impressive a fight. Just sort of sat around doing nothing and shooting at you, so really, it wasn't all that dangerous. Definitely nowhere near as dangerous as the likes of, Shoot Gunner, Machine Gun Kid. Those guys were totally dangerous. Metal Gear 2 was a bit better because at least it was flying around. In fact, this battle is more or less just a 3D version of that fight, because you also use Stinger missiles to take down the Hind in that game. But of course, I think going to 3D actually did make quite a difference in that fight, because it's a lot less awkward, I guess, because I think you just sort of shot missiles up at him, and the perspective was weird because it was a 2D game. Here it makes sense, you can see what you're doing, you know how you're hitting them. The perspective isn't weird. Also, speaking of perspective, you can't actually follow him when he's below the area, which, if you don't have radar, can help. Of course, you can't really shoot at him when he's doing that, because you'll probably just end up hitting the side, or if you try to curve it down when he's under there, you'll probably just end up sending your missile too far, stuff like that. So, hit him when he comes out, even if it is a risk for you getting shot, because it is difficult to hit him otherwise. And hey, look, his health is gone, but why is he still moving? Seriously, Liquid, you are dead right now. You have no health left. Your Hind is dead. It should be exploding. Come on, Liquid, that's just cheating. Liquid will also use that attack when he's out of health. Again, dodge it by going right here and you'll be fine. I totally win, brother! Haha, cheating! But unfortunately, it looks like he's overextended the Hind and now it's blowing up. I will fly this thing with the sheer power of my will!
Good thing I had all that time to think of that one-liner, 'cause that was totally cool.
Wipe the sweat off your face, Snake. You did good. Well, not really. You shot a helicopter that wasn't really shooting you all that much.
Snake, the elevator's working.
You fixed it?
No, that's the weird thing. It just moved by itself. It's headed your way now.
Is that so? Okay.
Well, I won't question that, even though it's completely weird and doesn't make any sense.
Take out that helicopter.
Helicopter? That's incredible, Snake.
I've already done it twice, but yes, I am pretty cool. Did you notice how I talked about it like it wasn't even an accomplishment? Yeah, I'm too cool for words, aren't I, Otacon?
Okay. Find a safe place to hide out for a while.
Like anywhere thanks to your invisibility.
I know, you don't have to tell me.
And stay out of my way. Don't try to be a hero
I
or anything.
doubt that's going to happen.
Call me if you need to.
So yeah, that's done and over with, so why don't we call Mei Ling? Just end it off.
What can I do for you, Snake?
The same thing you always do. Save the game.
Don't forget to save your memories of me, too.
Can't save memories even on that system of yours. Memories are fragile things. After you reduce them to binary numbers and send them through the air, they're not memories anymore.
What are you even talking about, Snake?
There's nothing my system can't do.
Memories aren't just sounds and pictures. They exist somewhere between the sounds, between the picture.
What the fuck, Snake?
Anything can be done digitally.
If that's true, why don't you go ahead and try to say what I'm thinking right now?
I can't save that type of thing. You have to put it into words at least.
Haha, that's right. You can't upload butts to the internet. That's impossible.
I don't know.
I'm too deep for you, Mei
No matter how
Ling.
far data technology advances, you'll never be able to penetrate the human heart.
Shut the
You're wrong.
fuck up,
It's
Snake.
just a matter of time.
But first you have to try to understand human emotions, Mei Ling.
No, Snake, you don't get to say any of
Allow
that.
yourself to fall in
You
love
don't
with
even know what you're saying right now, Snake. Solid frickin' Snake. How does that brain of his even work? How does he exist?